Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the TeSys Tera training. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video what we're going to see is further information about the main control unit of Ethernet. Okay, so let's jump into the presentation. So just to quickly reminder how TeSys Tera works is the combination of the main control unit that has the communication and the logic in order to operate. Then we have the sensor model that it can be voltage or voltage and current or current only. Okay. Then additionally we can have the expansion models. Okay, those three components makes the solution. We can also have the possibility to add the remote graphics display. So in order to connect the main control unit with the sensor model, we just need a RJ11 cable. Okay, that goes into this position over here. You have the possibility to mount them together, okay, like this. But even if you mount it like this, you still need the cable to mount it together. Okay, you have the possibility to put it separated, okay, and still need the cable, but you have the possibility. So let's just keep the focus on the main controller unit. So in the main controller we have different types of communication. We have the most TCP Ethernet pin1, we have the Profinet that's going to be launched next year in 2027, Modbus Serial, and Profibus. Okay, on this particular video what we're going to do is to focus only on the main control unit for Ethernet. So this is just a look the things that we have. So in the front we have the reset button, okay, which is this one over here, just a reset button, the blue one. We have next to it some LEDs that basically give us information about the device, the motor, and the communication. On the left hand side what we have is the main supply connector, so it could be mains or the 24 volt DC. Below you have the input for the temperature. On the right side you have all different IOs, so we have 3 digital outputs and 4 digital input. They could be 3 or 4, that's why this. Okay, and we have in the front the Ethernet ports, of course, easy to see, and then next to it we have HMI port and expansion port. HMI is to connect the remote display, and the expansion is to connect the expansion modules. Yeah. So let's cover all this. Something very important is when we want to connect with the unit, okay, we have a specific, by default it's configured as a DHCP. So if you connect to your router, it has the possibility to use the DHCP, then it will assign a range in your network. Otherwise, it will give you this IP address over here, 169.254, and the last 4 digits belongs to the MAC address. So you need to convert the last 4 digits from hexadecimal to decimal to get the IP address. Okay, the certain mask is 255.255.0.0. If you're trying to access to the web interface or through SOMOV, you will need to use this administrator in capital, and the password is Schneider@24. Once you log in, even if it's in the web interface or in SOMOV, you will need to change the password. Okay. Then this is what I mentioned before about the digital inputs. Just more myself. So if we use the same common 24 volts, okay, that comes from the unit, then you have 4 inputs. Otherwise you will need to use the input number 3 as a common, okay, with an external power supply, and you get 3 inputs. Okay, so that's something to bear in mind. Then this is a diagram that shows basically how to connect it, how it can be connected. So we have the main control unit that is connected through the cable to the sensor module. Here the output is configured to control the coil for the contactor and to activate the load. We have the input for the temperature sensor, and here the start and stop. It doesn't mention anything about the configuration, but this is how it looks like. Okay, and I believe I have one slide more, but no, it's no longer there. Okay, so this is how the main controller unit for Ethernet works. So basically, you just need the sensor module, otherwise you're going to do anything. But it's important to understand which is the default settings for the unit so you can connect to it. Okay, so it's important also to check how you're going to use the digital inputs. If you want more, just use the same 24 volts input that you have. It's a common. Otherwise, you will need an external power supply and you lose one input and you will get 3 in total. Okay, so this is it for the main control units Ethernet type. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.